We were founded 21 years ago, and we're based in Amsterdam. We were founded by my partner, who's also called Gijs. He was just doing music videos and comedy sketch shows and short documentaries. The first show we did, it's called New Kids. I think it's a little bit comparable to Little Britain. It was when YouTube just started. We put it online, then Comedy Central bought it afterwards, and that became like a mega hit. So that's how it started. A couple of years later, brands and agencies were approaching us to see if we could make fun stuff. So in order to stand out, you really have to do things that are a little bit outrageous maybe. So I think quite early I realized that we tried to do like a lot of music videos and a lot of stuff that got noticed, and then to basically step in at the top, appeal to creative directors and art directors.
We work with a wide roster of talent. It's a mix of international directors and local talents. It goes from, local Dutch directors that are Oscar winning, like Victoria.
Dat weet u zeker?
Ik ben geen robot.
Also been sort of an incubator for local directors to then jump on and have an international career. At the same time, it's also very exciting that we can work with very international directors. Well, the other interesting thing about the roster of talents book that our talents are not just focusing on advertising. Well, it's a bit of a mix, and that makes it, I think, just very interesting, because there's a bit more of a variety of approaches also when we work with clients.
I think that we have a benefit having all the different departments from a client perspective, because the demands of clients are changing, and it's not always 30-second TVC. It can be like short content, social stuff, which a lot of our photographers can do as well. But then also there's this need for branded entertainment where people are making documentaries that have brands involved, and that's kind of how the brands are choosing to advertise. And one example of that working really well is we did a campaign for Link & Co with We Are Pie last year, shooting in Slovenia, and we shot that with director Sam de Jong, and then Nick Van Team came on board as photographer. And because Sam and Nick already had a relationship, Nick was able to kind of give his opinion a little bit more freely, and then the film came out great and the images came out great, and everyone just had like a really nice experience.
The culture we cultivate really shows up in everything we do, so it's not only in the work we produce, but also the parties we throw and the events we organize or partake in. It's it kind of highlights itself in every move we make.
Advertising a lot of the time is inspired by culture, and with us, because we're also actually making that, because we're also doing documentaries and long-form film, then we're also ourselves creators of culture. Our directors know exactly what it means to create something new from scratch. So then they can bring that knowledge and they can bring that experience into also working for agencies or directly with clients.
We're not producing just for the sake of it. I think we really care about what we're doing, and I think that shared passion and that energy and just doing something for the fun of it also sometimes really comes through in our work. And it kind of just adds to that element of like, you're working and the work you do is good and you're passionate about it, but there's also an element where you just kind of, when you love what you do, there's space to have fun.
One of the things that got us noticed is actually the cheapest film we've ever done. It was a music video. A Dutch starting rapper found some rolls of film in the fridge, and we shot a video for 300 euros, basically only the cost to develop the film. And that's for a song called Drank en Drugs, and it has more than 60 million views online. So that was our biggest classic hit.
A recent piece of work that really showcases who we are on different levels is this project we made for Trainline together with our friends at Wyden and Kennedy.
Tired of confusion.
And that project, it's very 100% because it has that music video vibe mixed with like a little bit of a quirky, funny aspect to it. And yeah, it was also made, like directed and photographed by two of my favorite artists on our roster, Alice Kunisue on the film and Lois Cohen on the photography. And I think it's a great example of us working seamlessly between photo and film and creating something that is really unique and original and really fun.
At 100%, we have three departments. One is the commissioned department, in which we work for brands and clients. For us, it's great because we love talents that work in different fields. What we're really trying to do now, after 20 years, is really bring these fields together. For instance, we're working on a feature film now that I can't say too much about, but this is the first time that we're really trying to integrate brands in a natural way. So that's super exciting. Like that's really where I see the future. Like we're probably the only production company in Amsterdam now that's really doing international work on a regular basis.